happy Saturday, and today's review is going to be my first time reviewing RuPaul's Drag Race this new season. I believe it's season 14 or 15, hell, it's too many, I don't know, it's the current one. Nonetheless, the new episode that came on last night, and I can't wait to get into it because we have some good talk today about Malaysia and Mistress and all this stuff. So let's get into it. Okay, so this episode starts off, it's continuing from last week's episode after, we figure out who won and all that after the lip sync. So they go back to the room and they're just talking to the workroom and they're just talking about pretty much last week's episode between Malaysia and Mistress, and they were talking about how Malaysia felt the way about last week, feeling like she was bullied by the girls when they were in the groups and they had to choose which, I guess, genre of music they wanted. I believe is what it was. And all the girls pretty much wanted a genre. I think it was metal. And so they were like pretty much saying like, oh, we're going to do this no matter what. So that irritated Malaysia. And so Mistress was trying to get some resolve. So she was like, okay, so let's talk about it. Let's get it out the way, so we can move forward. So instead of Malaysia being an adult, as we all are in that damn workroom, she sits here and gives the silent treatment. Like, even Sasha Kobe and was talking to Mistress, and they worked their thing out. So next it was, okay, so you guys next. Mistress and Malaysia, let's talk. Malaysia literally sits there and does not say a word as Mistress is talking. So Mistress did something that I would have done, which was chuckle, because you're really irritating me and you're pissing me off with your kitty ass shit. So that's what Mistress did. And as soon as Mistress laughed and chuckled, that's when Malaysia opened her mouth up and was like, it was funny, nothing's funny. And I'm looking like, oh, now you talk, because before I was talking to you like an adult and you didn't say anything. But when I laughed, now you got something to say. So I figured, I know who you are, Malaysia. You are the person who can't express themselves effectively when you get in an argument. Like, you rather shut down than to speak about it, and get it done. And it's words. Like, use your words. So that's what Malaysia's on. And so Mistress was looking like, okay, well, fuck it. We can move on. If I made you feel away, so be it. And on to the next. So that scene was pretty much about that. We didn't get no resolve in that scene. But then the next scene is the next day. But, they're coming into the workroom and whatnot, and it's time for the Maxi Challenge. That is, I'm going to be totally for real right now. I may be totally alone with this, but I hate these dang skits and stuff. Like, for some reason, they rarely are funny to me. And I just be sitting there with a stone face looking like, oh, okay, can we get to the next episode? Because this is totally boring. So, it's the whole skit thing. I didn't even care for the one from last season with the whole fart jokes and shit and sound effects. That was irritating me. But nonetheless, we still got to get through it. So, the challenge starts with, but we are... What was it? Yes. Because our, what her name, Aura? I don't know her last name, but Aura, she gets to assign the parts to everyone because they're going to be doing the skit, right? And side note, Aura, I can't get with her. She's kind of cringy and awkward and it's just like, ugh. Like, she already self-proclaimed damn trade of the season. So it's like, okay, you're not really the trade of the season in my opinion, but go off, sis. But yeah, anyway, so she got to choose, and which is fine. I found it funny that everybody wanted to be fancy. And then she's like, okay, well, I'm going to be fancy because I want to do fancy and move on. I'm looking like, okay, we're going to see how good you do with fancy. Because number one, you're over the top, but not in the right way. You're over the top as far as in awkwardness. But nonetheless, sis, so she hands out parts and all that good stuff. They break up into teams. And it's funny because, of course, Drag Race is so freaking produced, I feel like. Because what's the odds that, I guess, like, one scene group, it would be Mistress and Malaysia in the group, knowing that y'all already got tension. But, yes, they were in the group with Awkwardness, Aura, and I forgot who else was in the group with them. Can't remember. But somehow, some way, Mistress with her damn slick ass took the role of Fancy from Aura. She took that. Because it was like kind of like manipulation, kind of like whatever it is, like, because you knew that's the part she wanted anyway. Mistress wanted Fancy anyway, and she knew she fed on Aura's insecurities and whatnot to make her feel like she couldn't do that role. So she's better off giving it to someone else. And she did it. And this damn little girl fell right into Mistress' damn web. And that's fine. And that's great, because I honestly feel like Aura would not have done a good job as Fancy. You was already confused about rigor mortis. Like, like, I know you want the bigger role because it's the bigger chance to shine and to take over and to possibly win. And we see that Mistress doing the role of Fancy, how that turned out for her at the end, but we ain't gonna get there just yet. So that was funny. Thank you, Mistress, for that. I actually like Mistress. I like her and Malaysia actually being friends, so I hate that they have their little arguments right now. But moving right along, I did like how Mistress and Malaysia did get a chance to talk once they were, I think it was the next day when they came back to the room and they're getting ready, and Mistress was sitting at, one of the tables with the lamps and her makeup on, and Malaysia came up and was like, "Can I sit here?" And Mistress was like, "Girl, yeah, but don't come over with that bullshit, but you can sit down." So she sits down, and it's clearly her trying to apologize, because she's one of them people, Malaysia it is, that has to go home and sit down and calm down and then come back after the fact to talk about what should have been spoken about in the moment. Because now I'm the kind of person where I don't want to talk to you after the fact. Like, if I'm trying to talk to you about an issue that we had in that moment and you act like a damn child and walking off and all that shit, don't come to me when you get ready. When you done calm down. No, grow up. Grow up. Like, for the most part, I know these two, Malaysia and Mistress, y'all well over 30. So it shouldn't be no walking off and storming off. But anyway, but they did make up. Malaysia got out how she was feeling. Still, nonetheless, Mistress was like, "If you feel like I was bullying you, my bad. But I was not bullying you. So whatever." But it was still cute. I liked that they was able to get that situated, and because they seem to be the closest to in the this season. Granted, they all just made each other for the most part, but not all of them. Damn Connecticut girls, because it's like 1,000 of y'all. But so that was cute. The scene they had to film this damn skit thing. What is it called? Wind something. I don't care. The Daytona Wind 2. I'm not going to really get into that most part, because that scene was actually short, with them actually showing them, filming and getting critiques from Ru. That scene was really short. Like, we only got to see, like, the first few girls get critiqued, and then they went to the main stage to start the damn runway. So, and also, side note, have you guys been hearing or noticed that the episodes have gone from 1.5 hours to 1 hour? And this season, and everybody was complaining. I didn't notice it the first episode or two. I didn't notice it, but now that I know that it had been cut, I can see a difference, and that's why everything is so rushed. Because normally we would get to see damn near all the girls, get critiqued as far as in like during the skits and whatnot. As they're filming it and whatnot, we would have saw that, but we only saw like 4 girls and it was like on to the next. So I thought everybody was being like extra and whatnot, but it turns out that actually I prefer the longer episodes because it's more content, and I wouldn't say it's like redundant. I can see them cutting out certain things, but this episode should have been a little bit longer as far as so we can see behind the scenes of the the acting for the damn skit. But from what we did see, for the little people that we did see, Malaysia was good, Mistress was good. Jax was alright. Aura, or whatever damn name is, awkward as hell. Couldn't seem to get the lines. Ru had to tell you 30 times, it is this, not that. And you still did this and not that. Thank you. So that would have irritated the hell out of me if I was Ru. But go off. Spice, she just can't seem to, excuse me about that too. She just can't seem to get right. Girl, when Michelle, I'm jumping ahead because I don't really have notes, and yeah. But when they was getting the critiques about the runway and all of that, and Michelle said, it's like you got the same damn thing when you come out here. Like, you do the same goddamn bunny hop, the same runway walk. Like, it's the same thing. You have the same little purse. Like, mix it up because it's getting boring now. And then when Ru was calling out the eliminated queens and, like, who was safe, and when Ru said, you're safe, Spice, and this bitch proceeded to take and gallop her ass off in the same animated ass way that Michelle just told you to stop doing, and everybody got quiet, and the camera cut to her, and it was like quiet, and it was like, only sounds you heard was like her damn fucking feet galloping and scooting across the damn stage. And then Ru yells out, and he says, cue the sniper. Child, yes, because it was like, we just told you. And then she's like, this is my last time, I promise. And I'm like, okay, you're going home this episode, because you can't even seem to I'm literally telling you, don't do this, and the next 5 seconds you did that. Like, so I was like, yeah, Michelle's gonna be so done with you, as we all are. But yeah, I thought it was kind of funny, that little scene. And the runways were not bad at all. Matter of fact, let me pull up the picture so I can see and remember verbatim how y'all had on, because I do know that the thing that stood out to me for the runway was, I did love Mistress's outfit, makeup, everything, because the theme was like puffer coat, like them big puffy like coats you like they be wearing like in New York and whatnot in the, you know, freezing weather. So that was the thing. So I think Mistress really embodied that, the pink and yellow. Like, yeah, that girl can do some makeup. She can do some damn makeup. So she was probably my favorite outfit of the night, in my opinion. Or if not favorite, top. But I don't see anybody else who's pretty much giving me that. Oh, I'm fucking lying. Malaysia, the damn Eminem twins, because y'all this Eminem getting me mixed up, Malaysia and Mistress. But yes, Malaysia looked cute in her damn lemonade, Beyonce inspired get up. I think she did look cute. You know what I love? I love when big girls come on here, RuPaul Drag Race, and they give them little girls a run for their damn money. Because, you know, in the past, you will see the big girls, no offense, because, look, thick as hell. So, like, most of the big girls in the past, like, in the beginning of the series, like, they weren't the best aesthetically or makeup-wise and all of that. So, they pretty much got a bad rap, in a sense, but not really. Because, like, we love Latrice Royale. She was in the early days, but she carried herself well, makeup, clothes, everything. Because you have to know what fits your body, no matter what size you are, because everything don't fit everybody. You know what I'm saying? So I think that sometimes the bigger girls sometimes have a hard time of learning and knowing what fits and not being in denial. Like, you know dang well you'll be wearing that outfit. Like, it don't fit, it's not flattering. But them two, I have to admit, they do it pretty good. And it could be because they're pageant girls. It very well could be that, because I have noticed that pageant girls tend to be more, what's the word? They tend to be like more, you know, they tend to be more clean and cut, and, you know, they be on it. Because it's a pageant here, because they get judged off of every little thing as well. Like, so, yeah. So, yeah, Eminem twins, those were my favorites. What's that girl named? Lux. Lux said that she was given, you know, I rarely listen to them talk. They little overplay over their runway. I don't be hearing their little backstory to the outfit. But I was listening to her. I don't know why, but she said that her outfit was like an inspiration from what the hell? What's her name? Kennedy, was it Kennedy's wife? What that damn lady name is? Whatever her name is, Kennedy's wife's outfit, pink outfit, and purple coat. And I'm like, I don't know, sis. Not Nancy Reagan. No, I'm tripping. Kennedy, what that damn lady name is? I can't think of her name. But that's what she said. And I said, you should have just said this was like something else. Don't bring nobody else inspire you by, because that shit don't even look like nothing that's besides the hat, that little bit of pink hat she got up there. I don't see the inspiration. But nonetheless, go off, sis. She tried. The worst for me, or not the worst, 'cause I don't think anybody was like God ugly, but I'm lying. Marcia. Her damn picture just popped up. Yes, child. And her ass should have been in the goddamn bottom. Because this outfit, like, her outfits are always lackluster. Like, she come out here with this basic shit. It's very pedestrian. I hate using that word to describe some shit, but when it comes to drag, what Marcia be wearing is pedestrian. It's some shit that you can get out of Route 21 or Target or something like that, and let's go. It's nothing more. Your makeup barely is there, because Michelle just said this is the first time you probably ever had this much makeup on. Exactly. Because you're like, you want to be a regular girl. You don't want to be a drag queen. Two different things. The way you dress is how a regular girl would dress. Drag is like 10 times elevated and more than regular girl dress. So that's what you want to be, a regular girl. But yeah, that fucking outfit didn't do anything for me. I did not like it. So yeah, she was the least favorite one. Lucy Deuce, whatever her name is, she was all right. It was pretty much basic. Yeah. So yeah, the rest of them not even worth getting into it. Awkward girl Aura, her outfit, it's just the bottom part. It's her pants, like from the waist down. It was giving like a boxy look, like a very boxy. And I was like, yeah. And it could be because you're irritating or not just awkwardness. But I don't know. Sasha Colby thought that she was killing it. I don't know. It's not ugly. It's just not for me. And I know the theme is puffer coat. If we're going for puffer coat theme, it fits the theme all right. But it's just not for me. And of course, we know Sasha is just beautiful face-wise. So she get a pass just for that. So everybody else don't really care about for the most part. Then after the runway, they showed the skit. I'm not gonna lie to y'all, I didn't watch that skit. I said, just from y'all doing rehearsals and whatnot, I know I wasn't gonna laugh. So it was on. I tried to get into the first minute of it. I didn't laugh. I said, okay. I said, maybe it's just me and these skits. I hate them. But from like the little bit, cause as I was fast forwarding, I did catch a little clip, because it was like 10 minutes long. I did see that Malaysia and Mistress were like the top two. They did good. I did see that. And that's about it, guys. I didn't watch that damn skit. So if you guys want to tell me how you think what it was called, the Daytona win 2 was, please comment and let me know if it's just me or if it was really funny. Because like I said, some of them, every now and then they do be a kiki. But this one, for me, wasn't it. So after that, we get to elimination time. Who the hell is going home? And the queens that were safe was Lucy, Selena, Estides, Sasha, and Lux. They were safe, and I was like, okay, cool. So, of course, we know Mistress wants. She wins the challenge, as she should be, because her acting and her outfit was great. So, shout out to that. And then of course, in the bottom 2 was Jax, and who else was in the bottom 2? It was Jax and it was Jax and Aura, aka Awkward. The hell I'm thinking about. Yes. So them two, I said from the get-go, and the song was something Sweetest Dream, I don't know, with Megan Thee Stallion and Dua Lipa. Both of them, I love them. Chef's kiss. Never heard this song, but I did today, and I liked it. And when I heard it, I was like, oh, Jax is about to eat this up. I don't think we seen we did see awkward dance before, and it was awkward when she did. So I was like, right. So Jax, we done seen Jax dance. Jax can really like give you dance. So I was like, oh, she about to eat this up, and she did not let me down. That girl was flipping, tumbling, all kinds of shit. I said, oh, you definitely gonna win. If you don't win, it's rigged. And guess what? She won. So we knew it wasn't rigged. So I was glad that she won because I kind of like Jax. I just want to get to know her a little bit more. I feel like we don't really know her. So hopefully she doesn't get any more in the bottom, because if so, she is going home. Like, you can't really be lip syncing more than 2 times. And she just did it last week. So she's back to back, I think, from lip sync. So she got to get on her P's and Q's. I can't even talk. Her P's and Q's. So with that being said, I'm done running my mouth. Like I said, please comment and tell me what you liked about the episode, what you thought was slow, what could have been changed, and please tell me if you guys like that goddamn skit. And with that being said, peace. Talk to you guys later.